Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good day to you. Depending where you are in the world, we're here live in London doing the nighttime devotion. This is the last one of Conflict and Courage for the year. It's taken from Conflict and Courage by Ellen White. And the title today, the last title for this year, God's Plan for Me. Isaiah 14:27 reads, "For the Lord of hosts hath purposed, and who shall disannul it? And his hand is stretched out, and who shall turn it back?" Each actor in history stands in his lot and place, for God's great work after his own plan will be carried out by men who have prepared themselves to fill positions for good or evil. In opposition to righteousness, men become instruments of unrighteousness. But they are not forced to take this course of action. They need not become instruments of unrighteousness any more than Cain needed to. Men of all characters, righteous, unrighteous, will stand in their several positions in God's plan. With the characters they have formed, they will act their part in the fulfillment of history. In a crisis, just as the right moment, they will stand in the places they have prepared themselves to fill. Believers and unbelievers will fall into line as witnesses to confirm truth that they themselves do not comprehend. All will cooperate in accomplishing the purposes of God, just as did Annas, Caiaphas, Pilate, and Herod. In putting Christ to death, the priests thought they were carrying out their own purposes, but unconsciously and unintentionally, they were fulfilling the purpose of God. God looks into the tiny seed that He Himself has formed and sees wrapped within it the beautiful flower, the shrub, or the lofty, wide-spreading tree. So does He see the possibilities in every human being. We're here for a purpose. God has given us His plan for our life, and He desires us to reach the highest standard of development. He desires the youth to cultivate every power of their being and to bring every faculty into active exercise. Let them look to Christ as the pattern after which they are to be fashioned. The holy ambition that He revealed in His life they are to cherish. An ambition to make the world better for their having lived in it. This is the work to which they are called. You want now to so relate yourself to society and to life that you may answer the purpose of God in your creation. God's plan for me. You were created for a purpose, be it righteous or, if you so choose, unrighteous. And it is a choice you make. But in everything you do, God can still use you for the good or the not so good. But even if you're not good, like Annas, Caiaphas, Pilate, Herod, you're still in a position to make things happen. If we look at Exodus, where Moses came and got the Israelites out of Egypt. Well, he didn't, but he was used by God to do it. Because Pharaoh was so stubborn, and God, there was the 10 plagues, as they were. Because Pilate was so stubborn, God had to do all 10 plagues. Now, what you need to look at is the fact, once all of those 10 plagues had happened, the people of Egypt could see the power of God. And through doing so, millions of them also left Egypt with the Israelites. And so the Israelites multiplied, having the Egyptians with them. Now, whether those Egyptians, they all became believers, but were they converted? That I don't know. But the fact is, they saw the power of God and they left Egypt with Israel. We don't know if they all stayed with them or not. We don't know. But the fact is that they saw the power of God. Pilate saw the power of God. They all knew. But just like Pilate, they were afraid to lose their position, to lose the support of the general public. There will come a time in your life and my life where we have to choose where we're going to stand in life. Are we going to stand for God? Or are we going to stand for this that we're mixed up in now? Be ready for that choice, because it will happen, guaranteed.